Now it's on.
John Wayne here. We're off in the Wild West. That way.
Good morning. It's about 6:30 and we're off. We would heartily recommend at this moment in time that if you stay or if you come into Truckee, Donner Pass area, do not camp anywhere between the highway and the interstate if it's a weekend, because about 12 million people will walk their dogs past. It's very, very popular with day hikers, and day hikers obviously have no concept of hiker midnight, so it was hard to get to sleep yesterday. And we had one dog attack our tent, because obviously that makes sense, attacking immobile objects. But yeah, most of the dogs are very well behaved, but you know, it's just, is what it is. It's also a rock climber's paradise around here, we didn't quite realize. So you will meet a ton of people here on a weekend. This is a very cute little section, I must say. Kind of scrambling, not scrambling, but the trail goes over these boulders. Huge granite boulders at times. It's interesting. It's, however, also pointing out a problem to me, which is that my boots, I think, are due for renewal now. I seem to have lost a lot of profile because I do slip on these sandy rocks a lot now, which I never used to do. I got a new pair, but it's sitting in Belden, so I'll have to make it to Belden without falling over quite as much as I do at the moment. Yay, snow! There we go. The interstate. The rest area. We were just warned by some oncoming hikers that the tunnel underneath here that we're supposed to be hiking through is flooded. So that's the end of our dry foot section. It lasted about 3 miles. It was fun while it lasted. It's the first thing this morning. We mopped up that little bit between Highway 80 and the other Highway 80. The Donner Pass. The paved Highway 40, that's it. And Highway 80. Which, as you can see, is a fun section that goes around all these granite outcroppings. I think we've hit the rest area a bit wrong. I think we seem to have come out here, so we've got to find a tunnel to go across next. And then we're into Section L, officially. Bye-bye Section K. We found the tunnel. The guy wasn't kidding. It is running with water. Bye-bye dry boots. It was fun while it lasted.
We're going through it? Yeah.
No echo test?
What?
No echo test?
Little echoes! No. Whoa, 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 whoa! No. Oh, I did a funny thing. It gets steeper.
Oh yeah, of course it gets steeper, because what else would you do?
And there's a tree in the way, so you can't get around it.
Well, that was fun. It got knee deep. Well, we can't see this. And very cold.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the next thing we're going to do is hit snow, because I'd hate for that to kind of get warm and dry out.
Yeah. I think I got second pair.
So do I just don't have a third pair anymore, because on that windy ridge the other day, I lost a sock. Not sure how. Well, obviously how. Wind ripped it off. Not sure when. Or how we missed it, but yeah. So I'm now the proud owner of 5 waterproof socks. just in case I ever want to hop through something on one leg. There's Castle Pass, we think. The last bit of the trail up here was nice and snow-free. Before then was the usual. Yeah. Yeah, because we're not actually going to Castle Peak, are we?
No.
Silver City, that's us. Of course. Okay. A steep drop into a snowfield. Found the Peter Grubb hut. That's our aim for lunch. That's alright. Not too buried. Whoops, she says, slipping all over the snow. Oh, nice. Oh, that's the famous two-story privy. Yeah, it's the outhouse. Two-story outhouse. What a lovely building this, I must say. The videos don't do it justice. Saving a treasured retreat.
Hello?
Oh, wow. This is nice. There's a portrait of Peter Grubb. Oh my gosh. Solar electric lighting. Avoid daytime use. Yeah, okay. Welcome to Peter Grubb hut. This is fantastic. But I'm going to read up on Peter Grubb's story because I just read he only lived to be 19. Bunch of kings. Wow. Bunch of people hiking the PCT with that I've just resupplied anyway. Close second. Well, this is the sleeping loft.
Wow.
It's about 20 degrees warmer up here than it is downstairs where we sat for our lunch. You should have come up here. We have found a wooden bridge. This is where we were aiming for since we've left Peter Grubb hut. I didn't do any filming because it just was too frustrating. The snow after Peter Grubb reached a whole new level of shit. I'm sorry, excuse my language. But it wasn't dangerous, it wasn't, you know, anything.
It's like 2-foot, 3-foot potholes.
Yeah, it's like these sun cups. Absolutely slushy to Kingdom Come. You could not walk on it. It absolutely killed us. That and a load of boulders that turned you around and we lost the trail quite significantly. Now, the downside is, you can't camp here. Because it's all flooded. But yeah, at least we reached it, I suppose. I know, cowboy camp on the bridge. We haven't seen a single other hiker all day. We know that, was it Fly?
Right.
Fly from Slovakia. He was at a Peter Grubb hut first thing this morning. I think that was it.
That we know of.
Everybody else, yeah, that signed the book, sorry. Everybody else was there yesterday that we knew was in the area. We made it one point. We made it point one further on to the shores of this beautiful lake. Well, more meltwater, obviously. There's our tent. And there's the trail. I know we shouldn't be camping this close to the trail, but, you know, we daren't move away from it, seeing that we've actually found it for once. Carries on up there, you can see. Probably just about see the slide trails where people have been climbing up the bank. We just realised, had it not been for that silly tunnel this morning, our feet would have actually stayed dry for once. But yeah, it was that or running the highway.
Yeah. We're not that quick nowadays.
Yeah, I didn't fancy my chances. They're driving quite fast on Highway 80. I'm also not sure whether it's legal or not to just run across a multi-track highway. But yeah, sadly, wet feet again, wet boots again. The boots were dry for the first time in probably 2 weeks. This morning they were dry. Obviously because we spent the day in Truckee yesterday, so nothing got wetted. Solar panels are doing their job. Boots are trying to remember what they are. Socks are drying everywhere, and we're gonna start cooking.
Yeah.
And hope there's no more of these silly snow-cuppy fields tomorrow, because they just sucked.
Potholes.
Potholes, yeah, Ryan's right. In any other world they would be called potholes, not sun cups. Sounds way too cute for those little...
Cute.
Nothing cute about them. Ankle twisters is what they are. Right, but yeah, we managed more than just about 11 miles today in 10 hours.
Yeah.
10.5 hours of being up and moving, so that includes the breaks, which is like the best we've done in snow in a long time. So that's something to be happy about. And there are M&Ms.
There's M&M's, that's even happier.
That's something else to be happy about.
Now I've changed my socks, I've got my bed socks on.
Oh, I'm not looking at anything, mate. I'm looking at your M&Ms here. Everything else is irrelevant. Once we swam to the other side of the highway, it was pretty straightforward hiking actually for a lot of the morning. Going up to Castle Pass. Trail disappeared a few times, but that's just a given now. But then from Castle Pass onwards, it got a bit hairy again. Not hairy, sorry, hairy is the wrong word. It's just a bit annoying. It was like a lot of guesswork. I mean, luckily the bearing of the trail is quite straightforward down to the hut, but it's just the usual, no trail visible, clumbering over snowdrifts. They weren't too bad, so until we reached the hut where we had lunch, and then afterwards it just went horrible, because that's where this Sun Cup field started, and we had to go around a little stream and got turned around, and we ended up in a boulder field and had to we must have lost about an hour on a tiny section there. Just really hard going, trying to find the trail again and getting turned around by obstacles. And then, yeah, it was just a long trudge through these Sun Cup fields and down to... Where are we? The spring, yeah, filled up with water by the spring. And then carried on down to this little spot here, which is where the bridge over the seasonal stream was, and obviously all the camping that was there once is now flooded, so we just hiked on for point 1 and found a good sized dry spot under a tree, and that's where we are now. So we're at 1164.5